everyone. Today we are going to do English of Standard 10. Topic is 2.2, the three questions. Now it is written by a well-known writer and author also you can say, Leo Tolstoy. Now, before coming to the lesson, we'll have some information about this writer, Leo Tolstoy. Now he was born on 1828, in the year 1828, and he passed away in 1910. Now he was a Russian writer. Now he born in a Russian family which was aristocratic family. Aristocratic family means those families which are below the status of king. So those people are known as aristocratic. And he was a Russian writer who is regarded as one of the greatest authors of all the time. He first achieved literary acclaim in his 20s with his semi-autobiographical trilogy Childhood, Boyhood and Youth. So he got that fame, acclaim means fame, famous hona. So he got that fame when he was in 20s. जब वो 20 साल की एज के आसपास था, तभी he got the fame of the famous writer by his one of the famous book, and that book was semi-autobiographical trilogy. Biography you might be knowing, like we did of Marshall, that was biography. When a writer writes something about a famous personality, that is biography. And autobiography means when a writer writes about himself, that is called autobiography. So this book was semi-autobiography, means not completely autobiography. Semi मतलब आधी autobiography थी, half was of fictional characters. Like he might be added some fictional things, fictional characters to his autobiography so that it can become very interesting or entertaining. For that purpose, he might have added this fictional characters to make that autobiography little bit entertainment type. So it was known as semi-autobiographical trilogy, means it had three sequences, like first book might be of childhood, then boyhood, then youth. So these three sequels of the books were there. First was about the childhood, then boyhood might be of teenagers, then youth when he became young. So he has written very well-known plays also he has written, like Shakespeare used to write plays. He has written plays, he has written novels, and those novels were having certain morals, certain moral education type of novels were there. And from that novels, for example, there is one novel on war and peace. After reading that novel, Gandhiji, which he used to follow the rule of non-violence, he got influenced after reading that novel. Then Martin Luther King, during the time of civil war in America, during this racism and all, he, after reading that book, he followed that non-violence type of peace and all. So his novels, his books has greatly influenced many of these people, many people. So this Leo Tolstoy was also nominated for Nobel Prize in Literature. Now there is one Nobel Prize, Nobel Award is given to the people who has done something revolutionary in the world, in the globe. So for that people there is one Nobel Prize. So he was nominated for that. Nomination, as you might have seen, award function जहाँ पे सब एक्ट्रेस के फिल्म्स के पूरे नॉमिनेशन होता है और उनमें से एक को ही अवार्ड मिलता है. So like that type, he was nominated among the others with the other writers. उनके साथ वो nominate हुए थे. Continue back to back for 4 years, from 1902 to 1906. He was nominated for 4 years for this Nobel Prize in Literature. Then also he was nominated for Peace Prize, Nobel Peace Prize. लेकिन he did not won any of this Nobel Award, and this is still a mystery that such a well-known and famous writer, author has not received any of this Nobel Prize. So this is mystery. Let's not talk about that. So we'll move to next paragraph. A parable is a short story with moral lesson. A parable usually has human characters. This parable concerns a king who wants to find the answers to what he considered to be the three most important questions in life. Now, he has written novels, he has written books, he has written plays also, and he has written parable also. The parable is a short story. Now if you have seen, novel is completely a book of 300-200 pages of one particular story. But parable is consisting of only 4 or 5 pages short story, and it is having human characters like king will be there, soldiers will be there, workers will be there. So this kind of story, short story which is having human character, that is called parable. So what we are going to study today is just a parable, and it is having characters like king is there, then we have hermit also, we will come to that. Then here what happens, the king is curious to know 3 questions of his life. 3 questions I have written over here. King is so curious to know about this question, like first question is what is the right time to do something. The king wanted to know the answer of this question, that what is the right time to do something. If I have to do my work, some important work, what should be the right time? For example, you are in 10th standard, you might be thinking what is the right time to study. You should have to study before one night of exam, or you have to study before 2 months of exam, or you have to study daily. And if you have to study daily, at what time you have to study? Which particular time you have to study? So this was the question the king wanted to know the answer about. Then next question he wanted to know the answer about was, who are people whom he should listen or avoid. Now king might be surrounded by so many people around him. There might be soldiers, there might be doctors, there might be priests, family members, well-wishers, everyone. So everyone might be giving him some or other advice. Some might be criticizing him कि ऐसा नहीं, ऐसा करो, तुमने ये गलत किया, तुम्हें ये नहीं करना चाहिए था. So king wanted to know this answer, that among these people whom I should listen. उसको कैसे पता चलेगा कि इतने सारे लोगों में से कौन मेरा वेल विशर है, कौन मेरे लिए अच्छा सोचता है, किसकी बात मुझे सुननी चाहिए, कौन मेरे लिए फेक है, मतलब एकदम सिर्फ ऐसी फेक हैप्पीनेस दिखाता है, कौन मेरे से जलता है, ऐसे सब. He wanted to know that which people he should listen to and he should avoid. For example, you might be having friends. इतने सारे फ्रेंड्स होंगे, उनमें से some friends might be genuinely happy for your success, some might be just showing the happiness, or some might be doing the fake things. So you might know that which of your friend is your genuine and real friend. So this was the third question, and you want to know the answer about this question. This was the second question. Coming to third question, that what is the most important work? Now king might be having so much of work. He has to look after his soldiers, he has to look after his family also, he has to look after his kingdom also, he has to look after his whole village also. So he was thinking, these many work I am having, among this which one should I give the most priority in my life? इतने सारे काम हैं मेरे लाइफ में, लेकिन इनमें से ज़्यादा important काम क्या है? He should pay attention towards family or soldiers or kingdom or the village. For example, you might be having so much of work at your home. टीवी देखना है, खेलना है, पढ़ाई भी करना है, मम्मी को भी हेल्प करना है पूरे दिन में. तो you might be thinking इनमें से सबसे important काम क्या है? For example, if your Zoom lecture is scheduled at a particular time, and at the same time you have to watch a match or something on TV. So what you will choose among this? You will obviously choose for Zoom lecture, because that is more important, and you know that is important. But he doesn't know here that which work is important for him. So he wanted to know those answers of these questions. So we'll study in this lesson. Okay, I'll read and continue reading, and then we'll do the explanation paragraph wise. So first paragraph of page 52. Once a certain king had an idea. If he always knew the right time to begin everything, if he knew who were the right people to listen to and who to avoid, the most important thing to do, he would never fail in anything that he would undertake, and above all, if he always knew what was the most undertake, since he was convinced that he was right in thinking this way, he had a proclamation made in his kingdom. He would give a great reward to anyone who would teach him what the right time was for every action, who the most necessary people were, and how he might know the most important thing to do. Now first paragraph is, there was a king and he was so curious to know about the answers of these questions. Why? Because he wanted to do his work successfully. If he got to know that this is the right time of this work, so he might get success in that work. If he got to know that this people is very genuine to him, so he might listen to that people only and avoid the fake people. And if he got the answer of which is the important work, work, so he might do that work only. So he wanted to know these answers because he was to succeed in his work, and if he knew these answers, then he might never fail in his work. So he was curious to know about these answers. Then what he did one day, he did a proclamation. Now proclamation means official announcement. चीज का official announcement होता है publicly, that is called proclamation. पहले टाइम में proclamation कैसा होता था? King used to give a message to a person who used to announce, and that person used to come in the around the people, and he used to announce. सुनो सुनो सुनो, आज की ये खबर, आज की वो खबर, आज की ने ऐसा बोला, ऐसा करना है. So that is the official announcement known as proclamation. So the man did the proclamation in the kingdom, and he said that whoever will give the answers to this question, the king will reward him some prize or some money also. So this was all in this first paragraph. Second paragraph, many learned people came to the court, but they all gave different answers. In reply to first question, some said that to know the right time for every action, one must draw up in advance a table of days, months and years, and must live strictly according to it. Others declared that it was impossible to decide beforehand the right time for every action, but that not letting oneself be absorbed in idle pastimes. One should always attend to all that was going on and then do that which was most essential. Yet others said that it was impossible for one man to decide correctly the right time for every action, and that the king should instead have a council of wise people who would help him to fix the proper time for everything. Now when people came to know about this proclamation, they started gathering and they started giving the answers. They gathered in the court, which is there is a small court in the king's kingdom. तो उधर सब जमा हो गए. जितने भी लोग थे सबके अलग-अलग answers थे. So some people said that answer of first question, some people gave that right time of some work is when you do a pre-planning, like we have yearly plan, we have monthly plan, we have weekly plan, we have daily plan. So some people said that you have to first plan out the work, which day you have to do this work, which day you have to do that work. Some people said like that. Some people said that it is impossible to decide earlier कि what we have to do on that time. कुछ लोगों ने बोला कि पहले से सोच के रखना कि ये टाइम पे ये काम करेंगे, तो ये इम्पॉसिबल है. अगर हमको पता है कि हमको काम कल करना है, तो we should not leave this present time as an idle pastime. So here the line which is there, not letting oneself be absorbed in idle pastime. मतलब if you know that you have to do that work tomorrow, तो ये आज का टाइम ऐसे ही idle ऐसे ही टाइम पास करके नहीं निकालने का, इसमें कुछ ना कुछ करने का. अगर तुमको पता है कि you are going to do that important work tomorrow, you have to do that, you have to do some work in this time also. ऐसे ही लेजी करके ये टाइम नहीं निकालने का. Some people said like that. Then some people said that it is impossible for one man to give the answer. So what king should do? King should gather the council of these wise people. They will discuss among themselves and then they will find out the answers. So these people said that we will have a council, we will discuss and then will come to know the answers. Then third paragraph, equally varied were the answers to second question. Some said the people the king most needed were his counselors, others the priests, others the doctors, while some said the various were the most necessary. Now as first answers were different from one person to another, same way second answer was also different from people to people. Some people said that for king the most important people is his counselors, जिससे वो help लेता है, जिससे वो advice लेता है. Some people said that those counselors are very important for the king. Some people said that no, priest मतलब जो साधु रहते हैं, मौलाना रहते हैं, these priests. Some people said that नहीं, priest ज़्यादा important है. Some people said that नहीं, doctor ज़्यादा important है. And some said that no, warriors are more important, soldiers are more important for king. Then we come to next page. First paragraph. To the third question about what was the most important occupation, some replied that the most important thing in the world was science. Others said it was skill in warfare, and others again that it was religious worship. The king was convinced by none of this answer and gave the reward to none. Now coming to third answer, again the answer for the third question was varying from people to people. Varying मतलब different, अलग अलग. Okay, so varying from different to people, people to people. Some said that the most important occupation for king should be science. Science से बड़ा कोई काम ही नहीं है दुनिया में. Some said like this. Then some said that no, skills in war. Obviously king is there, so he might be going for battle, war. So उसके लिए ज़्यादा इम्पोर्टेंट काम क्या होना चाहिए कि वो वॉर की डिफरेंट टेक्निक सीखे, कैसे लड़ाई करना है, कैसे जंप करना है, डिफरेंट टेक्निक सीखे. सम सेड लाइक दैट. देन सम सेड दैट नहीं, रिलीजियस वर्शिप जो रहती है दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. दुआ करो, इबादत करो, प्रे करो, दैट इज मोर इम्पोर्टेंट. सम सेड लाइक दैट. Now king got the answer of this question from different people, different answers, but he was not satisfied with these answers. So he did not give any reward to anyone. Then what he decided? Next paragraph, he decided instead to go to a hermit who was widely renowned for his wisdom. The hermit lived in a small hut in a forest which he never left. He spoke only to common folk. So the king put on simple clothes and approaching the hermit's cell, dismounted his horse and left his bodyguard behind. Now king got the answers from these people, but he was not satisfied, not convinced with this answer of the people. So what he decided that he will go to hermit. Now hermit are those people who are living in jungle. फॉरेस्ट में अकेले ही रहते हैं, जैसे कि साधु सन्यासी जो रहते हैं, लोगों से दूर, शहर से दूर, अकेले ही अपना आइसोलेटेड रहते हैं लोग फॉरेस्ट पे. So these people are called hermit. So he decided to go to hermit, and this hermit people are very wise for their wisdom. बहुत knowledge होता है उनको लाइफ के बारे में, हर एक चीज के बारे में. So he decided to ask hermit. So and that hermit lived in small hut. एक forest में उसका एक small hut था, उसमें he used to live, and he never used to go out from that hut. Obviously उसको लोगों से दूर रहना था, शहर से दूर रहना था, तो अपना hut छोड़ के वो बाहर कभी जाता ही नहीं था. So king decided to go to his place. So what happened here? Next, the information given about hermit is hermit used to speak to only common folk. Folk means people. Hermit जो था वहाँ पे जंगल में, he used to speak और do conversation with those common people. जैसे कि जो common people जो अगर लकड़ी तोड़ने आते होंगे या फिर कुछ फ्रूट्स वगैरह तोड़ने आते होंगे, ऐसे जो उसका जिसका आना जाना है कॉमन, उनसे ही वो hermit बातें कर रहा था. So the king decided कि मैं ही जाता हूँ क्योंकि hermit तो आएगा नहीं उसका hut छोड़ के. तो he decided to meet the hermit and he put on the simple clothes. King did not wear his luxurious grand dress and crown to meet the hermit. He dressed simply. Why? Because अगर वो एकदम अच्छे से crown वगैरह पहन के जाएगा hermit के पास, तो hermit will feel little bit uncomfortable to talk normally. Because hermit का dressing sense तो वैसे ही रहेगा ना, एकदम simple सा साधु सन्यासी टाइप. और उसमें अगर king अगर crown वगैरह पहन के जाएगा तो वो different हो जाएगा थोड़ा सा, and that will be not comfortable for both of them to do the conversation. So he decided to wear simple clothes and he moved towards the hermit cell. Now hermit cell means hermit का जो झोपड़ा था. He dismounted his horse, मतलब घोड़े से उतर गया, and left his bodyguard behind. जो उसके साथ bodyguards जो थे king के साथ, he said them to stand over there with the horse, and he alone went to the hermit cell. जब उसको दिख गया कि hermit का cell इधर है, तो वो अकेला ही अपना चल के जाने लगा. Then when the king arrived, the hermit was digging the ground in front of his hut. He greeted the king but went on digging. The hermit was frail and weak, and each time he struck the ground with spade and turned over a little earth, he breathed heavily. The king went up to him and said, I have come to you, wise hermit, to ask you to answer 3 questions. How can I learn to do the right thing at the right time? Who are the people I must need? And to whom should I therefore pay most attention? And what affairs are the most important and need my first attention? Now when the king arrived to hermit, now what hermit was doing? Hermit was digging the ground in front of his hut. And the description of hermit is given about his physical strength, that when he was digging the earth, hermit जैसे देखा कि कोई आ रहा है चल के, then he greeted the king and he continued digging. उसने कुछ और बात नहीं किया, उसने सलाम वगैरह किया, सलाम नमस्ते, और फिर वो कंटिन्यू करने लगा digging को. Now hermit was frail and weak, बहुत दुबला पतला सा, कमजोर सा ऐसा था वो hermit. And each time he struck the ground. struck मतलब ऐसे जोर से जो ग्राउंड पे मारते हैं. स्पेड मीन्स फावड़ा, जिससे खुदाई करते हैं जमीन की. एंड एवरी टाइम ही यूज्ड टू स्टक दी फावड़ा ऑन द ग्राउंड, ही यूज्ड टू ब्रीथ हेवीली. ऑब्वियसली वो थोड़ा दुबला पतला था, कमजोर था, तो जब भी वो थोड़ा सा मिट्टी बाहर निकालता था, ही यूज्ड टू ब्रीथ हेवीली. जैसे खेल के आते तो कैसे सांस लेते हैं ऐसे वाले, तो ही यूज्ड टू डू लाइक दैट. The king went to him and asked the same question, this same question, and he said that I have come to you to know the answers of these questions. Then next paragraph, the hermit listened to the king but said nothing. He just pat on his hand and resumed digging. The king watched in silence for a while. Then, feeling sorry for the hermit, he said, "You are tired, let me take the spade and work a while for you." The hermit silently handed over the spade and sat down on the ground. When he had dug 2 beds, the king stopped and repeated his questions. The hermit again gave no answer but rose, stretched out his hand for the spade and said, "Now rest for a while, let me work for a bit." But the king did not give him the spade and continued to dig. When the king said these questions to hermit ने सुना but he did not answer. He continued digging. Then what he did? Spat मतलब ऐसा कुछ करते हैं ना. So hermit spat his hand and then he continued digging again. Then resume मतलब रुकने के बाद वापस जो स्टार्ट करते हैं, कंटिन्यू करते हैं वर्क, उसको resume बोलते हैं. The king was in silence, but king was watching him silently that what actions he was doing. He resumed his work. He listened to the question. He spat his hand and then again he is digging the ground, but he is not answering. So, So what the king said? Ki you are looking tired because the hermit was very weak. So king felt sorry that this weak man is digging the ground for so long time. I should help him. So king said to the hermit that you are looking tired. Give me that spade. वो फावड़ा मुझे दो. And you take rest for some time. I'll dig the ground. So hermit gave the spade to him, and then king started to dig the ground. Then when the king did 2 beds मतलब जो खुदाई करते हैं, जो खड्डा होता है, एक उसने कर दिया. फिर उसके बाद जब उसने दूसरा बेड भी खोद के हो गया उसका, तो he asked the question again कि give me the answer of this question, but still the hermit did not give the answer. What hermit said instead? आंसर की जगह hermit ने क्या बोला? He got up rose. यहाँ पे जो rose है आप ऐसी not flower वाला rose. This is the past tense of rise. खड़े होना या फिर उठना. Okay. तो hermit did not give answer. He rose from his place. He stretched his hand and said, "Give that spade to me. You take rest. Now I'll continue my work." But still the king did not give him the spade and he continued digging. King ने वो spade उसको नहीं दिया और वो continue करने लगा digging को. One night passed and another. The sun began to sink behind the trees and the king at last stuck the spade into the ground and said, "I came to you, wise man, for an answer to my questions. If you can give me none, please say so and I'll go home." "Here comes something running," said hermit. "Let us see who it is." Like this way, the whole day passed on. 1 घंटा हो गया, 2 घंटा हो गया, पूरा दिन हो गया. Then sun began to go down. Sunset होने लग गया. But the king did not receive any answer from this hermit. So at last, what king did? He put the spade on the ground and he said, "I have come to you, wise man, to know the answers of my question. If you cannot give the answer of my question, then please say no, that I cannot give the answer of your question, so that I can go home as soon as possible because it is already sunsetting." So this is what the king said. But still hermit did not give the answer. Instead what he said? "Look, someone is coming running." hermit ने फिर भी आंसर नहीं दिया. Instead of he said, देखो कोई आ रहा है भागते हुए. Then what happened next? The king turned around and saw a bearded man coming, running out of forest. The man had his hands pressed against his stomach and blood was flowing from under them. When he reached the king, he fainted and fell to the ground, moaning feebly. The king and the hermit unfastened the man's clothing. There was a large wound in his stomach. The king washed it as well as he could and bandaged it with his handkerchief and towel the hermit had. But the blood would not stop flowing, and the king again and again removed the bandage, soaked it with warm water, washed the blood and washed the wound and rebandaged the wound. When at last the blood stopped flowing, the man revived and asked for something to drink. The king brought some fresh water and gave it to him. Now hermit said that, look, someone is coming. So what the king did? The king turned around and he saw that yes, someone is coming from that forest and he is bleeding. उसके जो पेट में था, it was bleeding. He had some wound and he was a bearded man. दाढ़ी वाला कोई इंसान है जो भागते हुए आ रहा है from the forest and he is pressing his hand against his stomach. That means he was having a wound nearby his stomach. So he was pressing his hand to his stomach because it was bleeding from here. And then when he reached near to the king, he fainted. जो आदमी था जब king के पास आया वो बेहोश हो गया, वो गिर गया. And he was moaning feebly मतलब अगर कुछ दर्द होता है तो लगता है तो किसी आवाज निकलती है जो दर्द वाली आवाज होती है. That is called moaning feebly. So what this king and hermit did? The king and hermit unfastened the man's clothing. जब वो आदमी गिर गया बेहोश होके तो king he removed his shirt, the man's shirt, and they started to clean the wound of his stomach. जो भी उसके पेट पे जो भी लगा हुआ था मार वगैरह सब. The king started to wash that wound nicely. He washed and then he bandaged. He did the dressing of that wound with his handkerchief and he took the towel of hermit and with this two things he did the dressing of that wound. But still the bleeding was not stopped. Then what he used to do? Then he used to remove that dressing cloth. Then he used to wash that cloth properly. Then he used to take warm water again, wash that wound, and again he used to apply that handkerchief and towel over his wound. So at last when the blood stopped flowing, the man revived. Revived मतलब बेहोशी से वो जाग गया वो इंसान. और जब वो बेहोशी से जाग गया वो इंसान, he asked that he wants something to drink. So the king brought some fresh water and gave the man to drink. So after when he revived, what happens next will continue in next lecture, next video. Till that time, take care. Bye.